try just because you know you can. It's not a nice trait. I picked up somewhere. I wasn't a teacher's pet. There were some teachers, like Eliza said it really well, that I just got along with. It wasn't that I had perfect grades. I wasn't a kiss ass. It's just like I clicked with them and they took a personal interest in trying to help me because I was kind of a problem kid at some point, you know? So there were some teachers that I was just really tight with. My art teacher, for one. He helped me get into college. He was really dope. My math teacher was really cool, Mr. Bonstrom. But there were some teachers, like Mrs. Dirks, my Spanish teacher, who were... it was like blood in the water, you know? And when I was younger, I didn't know that you're not always supposed to, like, go for the blood in the water. Like, sometimes you ignore the smell and, like, move on about your day. And kind of the way I was explaining to Zeke the other night how I used to get in a lot of fights is there blood in the water, you know? It wasn't fights, though. It was just me taking someone out, either emotionally or physically, you know? And this teacher was so weak and so just...
So you see these things in the ground here, Kate?
Mouth-watering, yes.
These.
Oh, we have to burn them?
Warts, you have to burn them.
Sick.
But if you burn them too long, fire goes everywhere.
Okay. And does that burn anything? Is that, like, bad?
What do you mean? It's part of, like, repairing. It's, like, damaged floor and shit like that.
Dude, Willow Lily, like, for as much as I was a shithead, I shit you not, the attendance lady from my office in high school is still my friend on Facebook and still wishes me happy birthday every year. The woman from the front desk of my high school, still my Facebook friend. I don't attack people because they're a teacher. She was weak and dumb, and she irritated the shit out of me, and I was hormonal and young and cruel. She was my victim. I wasn't the only one to do it. Many people had broke her down before. Just one day, man. Oh, God, I felt bad. You can't show you feel bad because you gotta be a badass, you know? I don't feel bad. Fuck her. Don't be mean to people. I have a lot of karma to atone to from my past lives, I feel, sometimes. But I just didn't know. I didn't have anyone to teach me better. I kind of learned it the hard way, like, watch the faces and be like, wow, they look uncomfortable. I once drew an elephant fucking my teacher on a blackboard in the classroom before a class with said teacher. I still kind of feel bad about that. If I had to do it all over, I'd be fighting way more, really. I was such a little shit. Meet Mark. Same, except with my art teacher. He was really nice. He did so much for me in helping me get to college and put together my art portfolio and, like, this little known fact, I went to college for art first. Weird life I lead again. I could have swore I had a gun over here, but I lost it.
Oh, I took it because I lost mine.
Oh, sick, thanks. It's cool, I'm mob.
Fuck. I suck at this. You can take the gun.
I don't even know how to use it. I was just gonna, like, give it a go.
Yeah, go for it.
Myron, I got along with pretty much everyone as well. Like, I called myself a drifter. Like, I didn't have a group of people. I didn't have, like, a group of people or one person I could call or call upon if I was hurting or broken up with or anything like that. I was like, everyone thought I had a ton of friends, and so I think that's why no one ever invited me to hang out with them ever. Because I was super friendly and outgoing, but I would play it off like I was really independent and didn't give a fuck about anything, you know? Because that's just, like, my dry humor. I don't think I did it on purpose. It's just who I am. And so people just, you know, stop inviting you after a while to anything. It's kind of sad. Oh, I guess that was very bloody.
Yeah, oh, I found the gun. I found where I put my gun, too.
Oh, yeah, good job.
I'm waiting for me to open this fucking incinerator door and for an alien to just jump out at me.
You know, Myron, the difference between freshman in high school Katie, the one that made Mr. Jerk cry, and senior in high school Katie. So when I was in 8th grade, I was expelled, being a shithead, getting drunk at school and shit. My senior year, I got the principal's award. Like he gives one award to one student in the entire school every year, and he gave it to me for growth of character. Literally, I got invited to this award ceremony, and my mom quite literally opened the card and thought it was a joke. She was like, would someone prank you like this? Because I don't get awards. I don't win shit. I stay in the background. I do like my thing, you know, and just kind of like do my thing. I don't look for recognition in most things that I ever really. I just kind of like do it. And so we went to the ceremony, and it was almost the very end of the ceremony, and I hadn't got called for anything. And I was like, there's no way. Like, this must have been a mistake. Someone pranked us. So I was, like, hiding in a corner of my cafeteria behind my mom, hoping no one would see me there because I was embarrassed to be there because everyone knew Katie would never get an award for anything. And the very last award he called out, oh, we just got an achievement. Bloody hell. Bless.
Oh.
The very last award he gave was the principal's award, and when he called my name, I blacked out. I still have no idea what happened. But that happened. I got it. And he said so many nice things about me, but I wasn't listening because he said they say it before they say your name. And I knew I would never get the principal's award. Like, I'd been expelled and was a shithole. There's no fucking way I would get the principal's award. You know, that never happened. So I didn't listen. I was class clown too. I got voted class clown, most outgoing, and the most loud. Weird, huh?
Who would have thunk?
Who would have thought Katie would win most loud? Like, that's an ongoing theme in my life. Me loud? Weird, right? Aw, Vissy. I used to sit in the very back of the class if I could, because I would get stoned on lunch. I would get stoned on my lunch time, and I didn't want anyone to see my eyes. Because back then, when I was a baby stoner, I couldn't keep my eyes open. Like, my eyes, people would look at me and be like, Katie, you're sleeping. I'd be like, no, I can see everything. But my eyes would be, like, closed, because I would be so high. So I would stay the fuck away from everybody. I still do that, kind of. How are you, Banana? Best smile? Oh, that's cute. I did not. Most outgoing class clown. I know, Lilith. I never work this late. Why am I doing this to you?
Mom's bullying us.
God. Most quiet? Oh, God, not me. I was that kid that, like, my teacher I remember in middle school, my teacher made me put my desk up against his and, like, face him during class because I couldn't stop talking. Like, if there was silence and there were people around me, I would much rather talk to someone. It's kind of like when I play games. I'd rather play a multiplayer than a single player if friends are around. You
Amen.
know? And that's how I was in school. I very clearly have a memory. I think I was in first grade, and, you know, we had, like, workbooks we would do homework and shit in. And my teacher assigned us a page, and she was like, all right, everybody, sit and do your workbook. And I was like, can I do it when I get home? I'd rather play with my friends. And she was like, what? She looked at me really weird, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't have friends at home, so can I do this at home? And she called my mom and told my mom. My mom just laughed.
Doesn't feel great when your mom would just laugh at something like that.
She laughed at me when my face got shattered by a horse.
That's fair.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to my channel. Oh, wow, VA Gamer Girl. Wow. I mean, that just means you're a nice person, though, right? That's not terrible. I'm glad they didn't do a most likely like a person, because it probably would have been really bad for me. I don't want to know what my classmates thought of me. They'd all known me for way too many years at that point. They'd seen me, like, through the dark drug expellation times, so small town, like, no one's opinion ever changes of you, you know what I mean? Like, I got expelled in 8th grade, but by the time I was a senior in high school, I was still a shithead who was gonna get expelled, according to everybody. You don't lose shit like that in a small town, unfortunately. I'm sure I could go home and still have someone be like, weren't you the girl that, like, got expelled? No, I've never been here.
Wasn't me.
Ow! How long did it take for you to own your first bachelor's degree? Oh man. Frick. I'm trying to think about it. My first bachelor's degree, I think, was 2012. And then the other ones kind of were just dispersed out the next couple of years. Kind of did them all at the same time. Never thought I'd see someone on the front page of Reddit playing this game. I'm on the front page of Reddit. I love Reddit. Oh my god, what up, Reddit? I don't know.
That's scary.
Nah, dude. They can't chat from Reddit. They have to come here. Well, they could chat about me, maybe. This could be a really negative stream. I don't know. Welcome, what up? This game's pretty fun. We played the Santa Claus one earlier, and that one was pretty dope, too. Twitch. Like the featured thingy. Oh, shit, nice. Sometimes I end up on the front page because what I've been told is that basically if someone doesn't show up for their front page spot, they have like a backup list of partners who are approved, meaning they're like safe, that can just go on like a carousel and will just randomly be put on the front page because they don't like have to watch us. I've been up there a bunch of times and never, you know, broken a cardinal rule on purpose or anything crazy. Melted a light once, that was crazy. Oh, Vitruvian Seagull, what up, homie? How are you? Like, when people ask, do you have your bachelor's degree, did you automatically raise your hand? Oh, wait. Took me like 2 years. I already had my master's degree by that time. To get your bachelor's? Wait, what? Don't you have to have your bachelor's before you get your master's?
Yes. Unless it's a master's program, but usually it comes in like stages.
I don't know. How are you, love? What's DNP? Oh, to know you had one. I still don't think about it. I feel like an idiot. Seriously, because I don't use any of it, I think, is a huge part of it. I have a shit ton of education, and I feel like a toddler walking around in shitty diapers. Trying to pay bills and figure out what the fuck a mortgage is and maybe get a 401k. Honestly, I don't feel like an adult. I didn't in the hospital. I still to this day am baffled that people trust me with human lives. I don't think that ever clicks in, ever. Honestly, I still see myself as super fat from when I was a lot heavier. Like, that doesn't go away very much. Like, there's certain shit that just gets in you. You know? It's like burned in. Poured on a dick. Wow, that's awesome. I'm painting. Oh, I would never. I mean, I wouldn't today because they'd be like, oh, what do you do? And I'd be like, oh, well, I play video games for a living and chit chat on the internet. And they'd be like, oh, but you're a respiratory therapist? And I'd be like, well, and I just don't want to have that conversation. Honestly, most of the conversations and most of the information I give to people is based on how much I actually want to open my mouth and converse with them. I withhold a lot. I'm very private. I like to talk to you guys, and when chat's dead, I get really bored. So I talk a lot with you guys, but with most people, I'm very private, and it's nobody's business. Like, why would someone... Honestly, I'd be like, why do you want to know if I have a bachelor's degree? Why are you up in my business? Who are you? Are you interviewing me?
A job?
Yeah, like, get out of my life, fucking weirdo. I'd get really weirded out if someone asked me that question, because what I do for a living that I make my money off of does not require one, you know? So that means they know more about me than I've let on, and that's creepy. I'd have a lot of questions.
I've been forgetting to look at the ceiling to see if any of it needs to be mended. So, like, if you go into cells...
I don't have a gun to mend, so I'm just mopping.
I mean, you can keep a mental note of,
okay.
Like...
Yep, I will.
Yeah, there's one on the ceiling. And
there's a bump here in the ground, but I don't know if you're supposed to mend this.
I don't know if I can. I tried. I don't think I can.
Why are you so obsessed with me? You know what I mean, though? Like... It's one thing if you work in a hospital and people are like, what do you do? Oh, you're an RT? Oh, cool. How long do you go to school? What do you do for that? But, like, as a streamer, It's like, you don't need education to do my job. Why are you asking me about my bachelor's degrees? Unless we're talking medical. Now, on days where we talk medicine, completely understandable, because a lot of people are probably like, who the fuck is this bitch on the internet talking about buttholes and healthcare? I probably don't come off as a healthcare worker often.
Probably not, no.
Ooh, Yandy. Oh, bitch. That's pretty dope, dude. I use none of my education at all. Nothing. Nothing. It's just some paid off pieces of paper in a closet now.
Are they at least in your closet? I know a lot of people have them in like their parents' closet.
One is at my parents', yeah. One is at my parents', and I have a couple that are like framed in a box somewhere.
You have some of them.
Yeah. Remember when I asked if my eyes are big? Kyler said, you've lost weight, your face isn't round anymore. Weird.
I mean, you probably haven't been eating as much, especially if you've been getting migraines.
Truth to be told on that.
I know food or anything into my mouth. That's not the one thing I'm thinking of when I got a migraine. That's for sure.
You're retired. I mean, kind of. My first degree was Bachelor of Science in Liberal Arts. Mine was Associates of Science. And then because I flunked out of the university, had to go to the community college. Didn't have to, but I chose to just to get credits done. And went back to university and then did chemistry and got a psychology minor. And then I went back to the technical school to do the pre-med stuff. And I like the technical school better than any other school I've gone to. It was great. Small classes, nice teachers. No one was tenured, so you actually felt like someone gave a fuck. It was kind of nice.
Wow.
Why is there blood there I can't wash?
Probably in the room above.
Yeah, I think it was. Paid off. True. I mean, it's freedom. But Zeke even asked me, he's like, doesn't it feel weird that you were just like paying on this thing you don't use or have? Yeah, it feels like an imprisonment. Like someone garnishing your wages for what? Is that something? Am I hallucinating? Probably. I like how the buckets of gross just get tossed down the stairs like, that's tomorrow's problem.
Nah.
Yeah, we can mop that hallway all at once. I'm not gonna mop it and then clean it and then throw shit down it, over and over. Fuck that. Work smart, not hard. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Oh, look, body parts, cute. Oh, again? How lucky am I? Gen study's nice. Do you have any plans for it? Wow. Okay. Am I cursed? Is this just...
I just did 2 buckets there, so maybe that's why.
I got 4 dead pieces. In a row. Chunks. Your and my are different, I feel. Mucho different. Mucho different. Chunky. Oh, shut the fuck up. How dare you? What if I had Mexican tonight? Chunky fucking salsa. I'm gonna come after you and stub your toe. I love salsa. How dare you?
Bitch.
I prefer my mop water pulp-free. The fact that you just regarded human pieces as pulp makes me kind of wet and confused all at the same time, and I hate being confused. What is this? Have you been feeling like you have more of an appetite, Vissy? This is a no chunk zone. I mean, you could have like chunk, But, like, maybe not chunks. Now I want nachos. Pick and Fuzz, I love your brain. It's a dark place, isn't it? I'd like to go there someday. Experience that madness. The only thing, honestly, that ever freaked me out in hospitals that made me, like, so grossed out I couldn't do anything or even eat was smells, honestly. It's the only thing. People with, like, C. diff or some fucking anal bacteria that makes them smell like a rotted dune bug. It's the worst. It'll just churn my stomach. And it gets, like, in your mouth. Like, you can't... There's no getting rid of the it, whatever it is, you know? Ugh. Not a fan. Cute.
Oh, I wouldn't clean this hallway. This is a hallway to the incinerator.
I'm throwing shit down it, 'cause the incinerator's down there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just slowly, like, gathering all the tiny shit and sweeping it and pushing it to you.
To me, I'm above.
Well, down to the incinerator. Let's assume you're still there. That smell, Jack, seriously, when I worked in the surgical center, we'd have a lot of long-term patients that would get C. diff on accident, you know? And we would, like, my unit was a circle, and if you had it, well, it was kind of like a figure eight a little bit, and if you had a patient with C. diff, like, normally you would put all the patients together so all the nurses could be near each other and help each other if they needed help, and the techs wouldn't have to walk that far and blah, blah, blah. You had a C. diff patient, you were kitty corner on the other side of the fucking unit from everybody, and we didn't care. Because that smell is just... The Reddit swamp of Doug... What did it say? Banana hammock, I would hope so. You know, I don't mind quarantine. There's only a few people I really want to see. You know what I mean? Like, for the most part, it doesn't bother me because I don't like to go out and do social shit. But, like, I do like to have dinner parties. I do like to serve people. I like to cook for people. Little things like that, or like play board games with people. Yeah, I miss that, like the personal, more personal hangouts. Oh, is that the shit monster? Oh, I've read it. The shit monster, I was just really asking what it said to you. Like, yeah, like the personal hangouts where you're just chilling with your friends at someone's house and getting high and playing a video game or something. That's what I really miss. I hate that I moved here, and I was so excited because flights here are super cheap because I'm in Denver and everything here is cheap. Well, to get here just because of the airport and COVID. So I moved here, and I can't even see my best friend more than once a year. I mean, that, like... But, like, the social shit, out, like, going out to dinner at actual restaurants and shit, I never did it. Don't miss it. I want to go to the mountains. That's pretty much it.
To the mountains.
To the mountains. Ooh. Renews it. That sounds really familiar. Renews it. Why do I know that? I feel like I've seen those before. We usually literally used to just put peppermint oil or eucalyptus in our mask. A dot of it covers up pretty much everything. Or it, like, kills the senses in your nose because the peppermint's so strong you don't smell anything anymore. But that, like, that C. diff smell literally gets, like, in your mouth. You can chew it. It's fucking nasty, man. You don't want it. You don't want it. And it's extremely contagious. Via any orifice. Yeah, right, Banana, like, you want the option. This is what I used to say. So, when I had really close neighbors when I lived in Maryland, I used to say I hated it because I want the option to see my neighbors, but I don't want to have to see them every fucking day. And every day, if I walked outside, someone would be staring right at me because all of our yards were back to back. It's the same thing. I want the option to go out and hang out with my friends. I'm not going to do it every fucking day, constantly, because I'd be mentally and emotionally exhausted beyond relief. But I want that option to do it and not risk killing someone in the process. by like me being a carrier or something, God forbid. It's literally my worst nightmare. So I like killed a little kid or something. Fuck. Kill me, dude. Oh, Nady, no shit. What happened? Did like someone have a kind of asthmatic shock or something to it? Asthmatic shock? What's the word I'm looking for? Asthma thing.
Asthma attack?
Yeah. Sometimes strong smells like that will set people off, and it's really bad. Bitch, why? Really? I hate my life. Dude, Banana, I'm the exact same. Like, my biggest pet peeve is people who invite themselves over to my house. If someone just shows up without telling me, that is like, no, don't ever do it. Just don't do it. I fucking hate it. I do not like to do it. And my family is those kind of people. Seagull, have a good lurk, honey. My mom is that kind. Like, she'll just show up on your doorstep. So I moved to where I'm the perfect distance away from my family where they can't do that, but it's relatively inexpensive for me to visit them. Right, Banana Hammock, dude, it's like insulting. Like, how dare you interrupt my special private time? I was masturbating on the toaster, for fuck's sake. Or whatever you do for fun, you know. Oh my god, I found a gun.
That's not what I do for fun. I definitely don't fuck around with guns for fun. This was very poorly timed. Oh my god, a gun.
Was poorly timed, she is correct. Right, Willow, and that's totally different. It's different. There's a difference between dropping by someone's house randomly and like dropping off a gift or something and then running away, or, you know, being like, yo, I just wanted to drop this off. But there are those people who will come by and just be like, oh, you were ready to have a 4-hour visitor sit at your kitchen table and drink coffee, right? Right? Sick. No. 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 Nope. Nope. Never. Yeah, it's the no boundaries. Exactly, Myron. No boundaries. Yep.
I like friends that I
Alex,
don't need boundaries
me?
with. It's just like almost like a known what the boundaries are, but at the same time there aren't any boundaries. I like those. Those are fun.
I don't know how to fix the lump in the floor.
I don't think you do.
Oh, okay. I'll stop trying.
I said I tried before and it didn't really do anything. So.
Oh, I just thought you said you were bad at it, so I was like, oh, I'll give it a try. Figured maybe you like can see it or something, but I don't think anything happens, so I'm gonna ignore it. Yeah, Chalex, my mom used to do that too. Oh, dude. Was I telling? I think I might have been telling this to Zeke the other day, this story. So what my parents used to do, they were convinced I was doing drugs all the time. Like, all the time. It was so weird. And so what they would do is they would try to surprise me everywhere I was. Surprise me at work, surprise me in my car, surprise me at school to catch me. Like I'm an idiot, like I'm gonna do drugs out in the open at school or something. And, yeah. I don't know why I went and got water. Why did I go get water? Oh, I remember. I know why.
I don't know, but I'm gonna use this forklift to bring water up. Sounds
go for
like
it.
A fun idea.
And one time, so they would also burst into my door. I mean, multiple times they would burst into my bedroom door and be like, gotcha! And I'd be literally, they never got me, ever. I was never doing anything in my bedroom because I'm not an idiot. One time I was. And we were, sorry, Mom, crushing up my dad's pain pills from his broken leg on my mom's medical dictionary to snort them. Again, I'm so sorry. And what I did, because I knew my parents would do this, I knew they would bust into my room because they had been doing it my entire life, is I had my boyfriend's back against my bedroom door, so it was closed. And then he had the book in his lap, and I was grinding the pills on his lap, and she burst the door open, and he literally just poured it into my carpet. Oh, it's heartbreaking. She still never found it, though.
I mean, it was smart move. Quick thinking.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I mean, I don't think I ever got caught, ever. wasn't a stupid kid. My mom thought I was really stupid. Still thinks I'm really stupid, probably. Who gives up a medical career to stream video games on the internet? Gross.
Can I actually not reach these buckets?
Yeah. It was, I mean, don't snort drugs. Please don't snort painkillers, but one time I was in my bedroom folding laundry and I had lit incense because I was just a hippie child and liked the smell of incense. But my stepdad assumed I was covering up the smell of drugs. So he limped his broken-legged ass, which he had broken because he got too drunk on Christmas with my brother and they wrestled as adult men and they broke each other's legs. He limped his ass down into the basement to burst through my door and go, "Gotcha!" And I was literally standing there like in my underwear folding laundry. I think my parents went way too much for gotcha parenting as opposed to just like regular consistent parenting, you know? Might have been a better mood, but I don't know. I don't have kids. Who am I to judge? They're both idiots, dude. They're both. And what's killer is all 5 knives, I'm not exaggerating, all 5 of my older siblings have gone to jail for drug charges and drug issues. My parents almost moved to Wisconsin one time because my sister Josette got in a relationship with a drug dealer who was getting, like, hunted by the mob. And they still couldn't figure it out.
I hate it here.
It's just like, how many kids does like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a adolescent? You know? It's crazy. No shit, I smoked weed for the first time when I was 11. Haven't really stopped for the most part. Yeah. Oh, wow, I like this chunk. Eliza, I got this one for you.
Jammed?
Oh.
What does it mean? Did you stick your thing
Oh,
away?
I was probably too close to it. Here, take this.
What if I don't want it?
It's cool.
It's cool. Why is it so blurry?
Oh. Well, it's on the ground now. How come you get water and I just get body parts?
I don't know.
I got water! Cleaning is going good. Yeah, we weren't allowed to have our bedroom doors closed either, Viata. Actually, at one point, my parents took my door off because they were so insistent on me learning that I did not deserve privacy as a child. Like, privacy... What? I hate myself. Privacy was something you got as an adult, and you had to, like, earn it. They would take the door...
Did you just get jammed in my... Anyway, thumb up. Did you actually just do that, though?
I think this is a great place to end the stream for the night, actually. I just realized it's almost 7 o'clock at night. I need to walk my dogs.
Make sure you save the game.
Wow. I ran past your scissor and died. I guess don't get close to the scissor lift. Even if it's going up.
I mean... Yeah.
Wow.
This is a hella fun, relaxing game.
I know! We should keep playing.
I'm game.
This game's really fun, and there's lots more maps to do. It is very relaxing. I really like this, actually. I'm literally about to not be streaming anymore, Andrew. I just noticed what fucking time it is.
She started at like 2 Eastern as well.
I did. I started really late, remember, Andrew? Because Millie. You know, scissoring isn't very real. I've never